Do you want to learn how to turn your ex on through text messaging? Stay tuned because in a moment in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do just that. And my name, of course, is Brad Browning. Some people call me the breakup geek. And I've been studying the psychology of breakups and relationships for over a decade. I've released multiple books now, been featured on countless online relationship advice columns, and I also have this YouTube channel with about 12 million views as of right now. So if you are interested in receiving more of my breakup and dating advice, just simply subscribe to my YouTube channel here and you'll get regular notifications when I release new videos. Okay, so let's get into it. How can you turn your ex on through text messages? Now, I hate to break it to you, but it isn't just as simple as sending a bunch of texts and just hoping for the best. If you haven't really properly primed your ex, if you haven't done some of the things some of the tactics that I outlined in my X Factor program, then these text messages are just not going to be as effective as they could be. Now, using these text messages directly after the breakup is also a bad idea. And if your ex is mad at you, or if they don't want to talk to you, if they said that, then these texts will probably be making matters worse. So I don't recommend sending them if you're in any of those situations. So if you are, what you have to do is to make sure that your ex is at emotional neutral, basically, before you send them these text messages. And what do I mean by that, emotional neutral? Well, basically, in order to make your ex emotionally neutral, you need to make sure that your ex isn't experiencing any of the negative emotions that are very common after a breakup. There's a few sneaky ways you can do this, and no contact, I'm sure you've heard of it, is one of the best ways to achieve that. Now, for the sake of brevity, I'm just going to assume that you already know all of that, and I'm also going to assume that you've properly primed your ex, and you've done those things that I talked about that are in my X Factor Guide program, and you've gotten your ex to the point that he or she is open to at least chatting with you. So without any more fluff, let's jump right into it, starting with text number 1, which I call the intimate memory text. Now, this is a powerful text that you can send to your ex that's going to force him or her to think about a romantic moment that you shared together in the past. So, to better explain this, let me just jump into an example. You might say something along the lines of, do you remember that room we stayed at in the Fairmont Pacific? They had the most incredible bathrobes, and the bed was the softest thing ever. Take me back there. Now, the goal here is not to get too sexual. You simply want to just get your ex to start thinking about that romantic moment that you guys shared together and let his or her imagination do the rest. Now, if your ex does seem receptive to this message, then you can delve in a little bit deeper and get a little bit more explicit with your language. But again, if you force it, you're just going to blow it and your ex is just going to get creeped out. So remember that with this type of text message, the key is subtle. You got to be subtle with it. Okay, and now text number 2, the clothing text. Now, this works really well for the ladies, but it can work well for a guy if you're a guy as well. And the key to this text is to get your ex to think about their favorite article of clothing that you wore. So, it could be a fancy little dress that you wore out on a few dinner dates, or even just, a comfy sweatshirt that your ex liked to steal from you and wear when you're kicking around the house. But again, let's just go into an example. You might say something like, I'm wearing that little blue dress you've always liked, by the way. Hope everything's going well with you. Or maybe you could say something like, hey, remember that sweatshirt you always used to steal from me? I'm wearing it right now, and it's all mine. A smiley face or something like that. And of course, you're going to want to customize these messages to fit your breakup and your relationship. But this is a great text to send if you want to be really subtle about getting your ex to think about you intimately and to remember some of the positive times you shared together. Now, if things between the two of you are going really well and your ex is being receptive to these 2 texts that I just mentioned, then you can turn it up a notch and you can send him or her text number 3. And text number 3 is what I call the Winky Text. Now, again, this one's a little bit more forward, so make sure that things are going well between you and your ex before you send it. But if you are in that situation, then this one can do wonders for you and really make some progress towards getting them back. So for example, you might say something like, you know what I missed most about our relationship? And then just a little winky emoji. Or maybe you could say something like, I miss you in that way. Same winky face. And again here, the smiley face, conveying that emotion is critical. Now, I know, this sounds really, really cheesy when I say it here in this video, but trust me, when you do say it in the right situation, you're going to be able to really turn your ex on in no time, just with one sentence. And these are just these couple of examples that I just mentioned, these texts. They're just a few examples of some of the proven messages that you can send to turn your ex on and get them thinking about you in a positive way. And of course, if you do want some more information on exactly how you can turn your ex on and how to get them back into your bed, then head over to my website, breakupbrad.com, and watch the full free video presentation that I've got up there. And again, it's breakupbrad.com. You can head over there after this video. Okay, on to text number 4, the picture text. Now, get your head out of the gutter. I'm not saying you should send your ex, a nude or a dick pic or whatever. But look through your photos album on your phone and try to send your ex a picture of a place where you shared an intimate moment together. So, it could be the view from the hotel room that you stayed at in Hawaii, the cabin on the lake that you stayed at one summer, even just a romantic dinner that you shared at a really nice restaurant. You just send them that picture and then, you say something like, hey, remember this place? I only have amazing memories from here. Now, similar to the first text that I just talked about, the key here is to make it subtle. I mean, if you're being, overtly sexual at the wrong time, you could blow it and send your ex running for the hills. Okay, I wanted to keep this one short, guys, so that just about does it for this video. If you're wondering when to send these text messages that I just talked about, then you can go ahead and take my free quiz tool, breakupbrad.com/quiz. And on that page, you can just take a quick 5-minute quiz that I've put together that's going to determine how interested your ex is in you and how receptive they're going to be to your messages. Again, if you want to take that quiz, it's breakupbrad.com/quiz. And of course, thanks for all the likes and subscribes, guys. I really appreciate it. And I also look forward to reading your comments below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.